Right? I know you guys say you're like, why don't you do that shit before you get on camera? But you have to understand, I'm from a different tribe. That's what my Aunt Marie used to say about, black people who who didn't do the things that you do as far as lifestyle and stuff like that. And she would say, oh, they're from a different tribe. That man just said, I run like a bear who just woke up from hibernation. Yes, it's better than my couch. All right, guys. So, Alexa says it's going to rain tonight. She says 7 p.m. But, she changes her mind uh, from time to time. So, we'll ask her again when we come back in. Yesterday, I did not walk. I decided to do laundry, which was very exciting and stimulating. Another thing is, because I didn't walk, I don't know, I'm not a doctor. But here's the thing. I was feeling kind of funny yesterday. I couldn't really put my finger on it, but I just felt, I don't know, I felt sick. So I had taken my medication yesterday morning, and this was between the time I take my morning medicine and my evening medicine, because the doctor, remember I told you guys that she stopped me from taking the blood pressure medication 3 times a day. She told me to change it to 2 times a day, and I would skip the one in, around 2 p.m. I used to take one at 2 p.m. And so that was the one that I skipped. Anyway, yesterday, like I said, I didn't feel good at all. And I said, well, maybe it's because I didn't eat. Because Thursday night, I didn't really go, I didn't eat dinner. I cooked dinner, but I never ate it. Good morning. Good, thank you. So I didn't, I'm sorry, got sidetracked. I didn't eat dinner Thursday night. And then, I only eat once a day. So, yesterday morning, I woke up, I was hungry. I hadn't eaten, let's put it that way. I had not eaten since Wednesday night. Okay, so fast forward to Friday after noon, I guess, was somewhere between 10 and 1. I didn't I didn't make any kind of a notation or anything. In fact, uh, sorry, just checking behind me. I did use my blood pressure machine, so I'm thinking I can look at that and see what time it was, because it does register the information that hangs on to it for a little while. So, I'm sitting there, I'm not feeling good, and I say, well, let me check my blood pressure. Maybe my blood pressure is low. So I check my blood pressure, 137 over 100. Then I start panicking. Okay, what does 137 over 100 mean? I Googled it. And of course, it's kind of elevated. So because it was in the afternoon, I felt like I could take one of my pills. So I took the pill. I waited about 30 to 45 minutes, and I checked my blood pressure again. So this time it said 143 over 93. So I'm like, why is that systolic still high? I didn't understand, because it was just 137, and now you're telling me that you're 143. So I ate a clove of garlic. I drank some lemon juice. Now, mind you, these are all things that I've heard from people that you can do to instantly lower your blood pressure. Well, not instantly, but once you consume it and it gets in your bloodstream. So I'm waiting, and then I take my blood pressure again. This time it's 163 over 100. And I'm starting to panic. I don't have a headache or anything. I just don't feel good. So I'm dealing with not being able to. Oh, that's David. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Not being able to sorry. No, I'm not sure what to do at this point. Now I'm at 163. So I called my doctor. Should I take another pill? She says no, and it tells me that I need to. Well, she tells me that I'm getting worked up. She said, if you've already taken the blood pressure medication, it should begin to work within 1 to 2 hours. So, quite naturally, I'm freaking out. I'm totally freaking out. And that's what she told me. You're panicking. And your body is responding to it. That the more upset I got, the higher my blood pressure was going to go. So her suggestion was to have a relaxing bath, cup of tea. Well, these are suggestions that she gave me now. A cup of tea, watch your favorite movie, deep breathing for 5 minutes at a time, and my blood pressure should go down a little bit. Now, I didn't take my blood pressure this morning. So basically what I did was sorry, I get, freaked out when I see parked cars and there's no reason really for it to be parked there. So anyway, so yeah, I was totally freaking out. And I didn't take a good hot bath. I didn't do that, but I did have a cup of tea. I did find something to relax me. I got in the shower, and I just let the water run, and so eventually, I'm sure it went down because I wasn't feeling sick anymore. Mind you, I did have enough strength to prepare my dinner, which was baked chicken and Brussels sprouts. And I threw some asparagus in there. And I think that's about it. Anyway, I didn't finish all the chicken. I did finish all my vegetables. I ate all my vegetables, but you guys know that I'm somewhat infatuated with vegetables now. So I didn't check my blood pressure this morning. I thought maybe I should walk first. I thought maybe I should What? He just said after this walk, I'll be able to go home and sit on my sofa and drink a bottle of wine. That's what he said. So, I just keep seeing these black trucks around here everywhere. Kind of concerning to me. Look at this. Wow. Everybody's walking. Good morning. Everybody's out here walking and okay. So we are going to the top of the hill today. There's a squirrel down there. So in the comments below, can you guys just chime in for me and tell me, it's kind of a survey, I guess. I'd like to know how many of you believe that my blood pressure was elevated because I didn't get my walk in yesterday. Because that is something that I'm concerned about. I don't want my blood pressure to go up every time I don't walk. But this is the first time I really felt sick. All right, guys. So we're gonna walk back, but we're gonna go back around to Lassen. I was just looking to see what the bus was gonna do. I'm still wondering. My health, I don't know, I don't want to say it's concerning me, but there's so many things, especially at my age, there's so many new things that are developing. It's like, what's the bus? It's like, every time I turn around, there's something wrong with me. I've changed my eating habits. I'm getting out. I'm getting 30 minutes of exercise, which is going to turn into 60 or 45 eventually, because my Well, you guys already know this. My anxiety. Uh, uh, well, I don't want to say anything that's going to curse me. um, how can I put this? I'm uncomfortable venturing out of my comfort zone, almost to the point where I don't want to do anything about it because I think it's a valid bit of anxiety. I think that people will hit you with their car and keep going. So I don't like to cross the street unless it's a street that doesn't have any cars on it, or a street where I can see how far away the cars are and then make a determination as to whether or not I want to cross. Another thing is I'm afraid of other people. They frighten me. I always, and this, well, let me say this. I always pay attention to the news when they tell you, what happened to this person, what happened to that person. Now, mind you, I haven't watched the news in quite some time. And one of the reasons why I stopped watching the news is because I either read somewhere or I heard somewhere that when you're watching negative news or bad news, it does something to your mind when you're constantly feeding these negative thoughts into yourself. So I stopped watching the news. The news that I had watched before I stopped watching was enough to bombard my brain with negativity. And so, I see how these people drive. I worry about everybody I know that has a car because I know how people drive. I've seen it. I've seen some terrible accidents, and it's scary. I mean, nobody wants to die, well, no one in their right mind. And me, it's not that I don't want to die. I don't want to be killed. That's the thing. Heart condition, oh well, she lived a good life. But, to be killed, hit by a car or attacked, or what does that sound? Sound like a big old plane or something. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that macabre stuff anymore. Let's what do I want to get into? I'm running out of topics. I don't want to always tell you guys my life stories. And that's because, sometimes people don't want to hear my stories. And, they're too polite to say, hey, I don't want to hear it. So, that's an alarm on my phone. Bear with me, guys. Got it. All right, so I set these alarms. One to wake me up at 5 in the morning. There's another one comes at 8, which is probably the one that I just heard. And that one tells me to take my medication. Then there's I don't know. Whoa, there's one at 11. It's 11 or 11:30. And that one tells me to do my little exercises. So I go ahead and get those in. Well, I haven't been doing it the way that I should. It should come up like, good morning. It should come up like every morning, every morning at 11:30 or 11, whatever it is, that I get up and start exercising. So, but I haven't done that. And now I actually made a promise to myself. I broke my promise. And the promise was that I was going to, for the new year, I was going to do 60 minutes to walk in, do my exercises, and then I was going to try and incorporate. Oh, he's on the phone too. I don't know who he's talking to. He might be doing what I'm doing, huh? Nah. But, he's definitely, what am I talking about? Lord have mercy, I'm gonna start talking about that man. I didn't think about him. What I am thinking about is getting back on track with the promise that I made to myself, which is basically do the exercises so that I can, get it's supposed to be a 30-day challenge, but I got on my stealth plankster, and honey, it's hard. The game is hard. Well, the game is not hard. The game is simple. It's playing the game that's hard, because remember I told you, you have to stable yourself in the plank position. So that's what makes it hard. And I'm telling you, I did 3 minutes that first time, but it was so it was painful because it's funny when I'm playing the game, when I'm doing my planks, I was like, you can do it, one more time, one more time, one more time. I'll be telling myself that because I don't want to stop. So it's really, it's kind of funny that I have to, root myself on. You can do it, you can do it. And I'm trying to talk and plank and play the game. It's a lot to concentrate on. But what I think I'm going to start doing is, and I hope I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it on Monday, okay? Because you guys know I don't walk on Sunday unless I missed a day. Well, unless I missed 2 days. If I miss one day, I just walk on Saturday. But if I miss 2 days, I have to walk on Sunday, because then I haven't met my goal for the day, for the week. So anyway, you know what? I keep saying I don't want to walk by this tree. Darn it. What are the birds doing in the dead tree? Girl, anyway, I hope I didn't forget to finish any statements. I'm notorious for that. I'll be talking about one thing and something else will pop into my head, and then I start talking about something else. Well, it's getting awfully warm out here, guys. So, good thing I'm almost done with my walk, because man, Shevitz, Whew. Whew. All right, we are back. So, I think that's gonna be it for this video. And I guess I'll just see you guys in the next one. Bye.